Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to TyrellgunnerTV, man. We are here, people, man. We are here for another preview. And it's not just an original preview. It's a big preview. And it's a big preview weekend because Arsenal, we have the Carabao Cup final. And yes, it's not one of the big boy trophies, the Prem, the Champions League. But we're here to talk about it. We are here to preview Arsenal taking on Manchester City at Wembley this Sunday. 4:30 kickoff at Wembley Stadium for the Carabao Cup final. And it all goes down. And, this is probably... you could probably say one of the biggest games in Arteta's tenure. Arteta's, he hasn't been in a cup final in how long, since 2020 when we won the FA Cup and back in lockdown, when we beat Chelsea 2-1 at Wembley. Aubameyang, remember that? But yeah, that was 6 years ago, and that was the last time we won a trophy. 6 years on, now we're here. Carabao Cup final, Wembley, and it's our first cup final in 6 years, and it's our chance to win our first trophy in 6 years. And yes, as an Arsenal fan, it is kind of embarrassing to say that, it's taken us this long to get to a cup final. And, if we win on Sunday, our first trophy in 6 years, and we can finally end our trophy drought, because this trophy drought has been going on for so long, guys. But listen, we're here, we're going to speak about it. But yeah, people, make sure you guys are smashing the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Remember, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, TyrellgunnerTV, all three socials. And make sure you guys are subscribing to the second channel, Only Gunners TV. And make sure you guys go follow Only Gunners TV on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, Only Gunners TV, all three socials, people, man. But yeah, listen, huge game for Arsenal Football Club. Huge game. And this is a game I really want to win. I really want to win this game. Manchester City, the team that we've been up for the title for the last 3 years now. Arteta coming from Man City as well, working with Pep a few years ago at Man City, doing the coaching role and stuff like that. So, him and Pep have a very good, they're friends, got good relationships, as friends and stuff, obviously work together at Man City. And yeah, Arteta's record at Wembley is very good, and so is Arsenal Football Club. We have a very good record at Wembley. Arteta has not lost at Wembley, by the way, as a player for Arsenal and as a manager as well. Because if you go back to the run-in when we won the FA Cup, we beat City at Wembley, that 2-0 Aubameyang when we got to the final, beat Chelsea in the final, and obviously the Community Shield finals. But I'm not counting these, but I'm just giving examples. The season after we won the FA Cup, remember we beat Liverpool in the Community Shield final at Wembley during that season when there was no fans and lockdown in the 20 to 21 season. At the start of that season, pre-season, we beat Liverpool on penalties, and then obviously 23-24. Beat Man City on pens at Wembley as well for the Community Shield. Bro, Arteta has a very good record at Wembley as a player and as a manager. So we've got to keep that in mind. Our record is very good. And Chelsea, not Chelsea, sorry, Manchester City, they've lost their last 2 games at Wembley. Remember, at the start of the season, not the start of the season, sorry, last season, the FA Cup final last season against Palace, they lost, remember? And also, what was the one before? They lost. Also, they've lost to Manchester United. Not last season, the season before. They lost the FA Cup final to Manchester United at Wembley. So their record at Wembley so far, Manchester City, is a bit up and down right now. So Arsenal have a huge chance to just dunk on these man, because this is what I want to see. I really want us to dunk on these man. You guys know, I can't stand City, and they're another team that I would love. And they've beaten us to 2 titles already. Obviously, Liverpool won it last season. We could potentially win it this season. We got 7 games left. 9 points clear, top of the league. So we could potentially beat them to a Premier League title. Because listen, we just need to just get a Premier League title over the line. And it'd be sweeter as well. To beat them this Sunday at Wembley in the final. Just get our revenge as well. Because remember, the last Carabao Cup final we played, guys, we have to remember they beat us. Remember, 3-0. 17 to 18 season they beat us 3-0. Vincent Kompany, Aguero chipped it over. I think Petr Cech was in goal for that final. They smoked us 3-0. We got absolutely cooked. I think David Silva scored in that game. Was it David Silva? Yeah, he scored in that game as well. I remember that game. I think I was like, what, going in? I think I was going into secondary when that season happened, 17 to 18. So yeah, I was going into secondary. Yeah, I remember that season. So yeah, I was going into secondary when we last played the Carabao Cup final. The last time we won it, I believed, was 1993, if I'm correct. But if someone could correct me in the comments, that would be brilliant. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 1993, the last time Arsenal won it. So yeah, but it's a massive weekend for Arsenal. It's a massive weekend. Obviously, we're not in the Premier League, so our Premier League won't be back to obviously after the international break, and then after the break we have our FA Cup games and the Champions League game against Sporting. So we're not going to be playing in Premier League now for a few weeks. So yeah, but it's just all about this final, guys. That's what we're here for. We're going to speak about it. Arteta has provided us with some news today, guys, ahead, of the final. Timber and Odegaard can both could be returning. They both might be back for Sunday, and I think that's big news. And also, there's no injuries concerned, no fresh injuries. Obviously, apart from Miguel Moreno, who's literally technically out for the season now. But apart from him, everyone's good. So yeah. But yeah, listen, we're just excited for the final. I'm hyped. I'm ready for it. There was news today as well. James Trafford apparently is going to be in goal for Man City on Sunday. Now, I don't know if that's a tactic. Maybe Pep's trying to play mind games, but I have a feeling it is true. It looks like James Trafford will be playing. Now, the question is, guys, that, debate has been going on all week. Who should be in goal for Arsenal on Sunday? You know what it is, yeah? I think the safest option is to play Raya. But I do have a feeling, guys, Arteta's going to put Kepa in. I really do, because I feel like, I've seen, like, James Trafford has been in goal for, like, the majority of City's run into the Carabao Cup final. For us, we've had Kepa in goal for all the cup games. So it's like, I feel like Arteta will probably play Kepa in this final. I really do. I'm not really fussed about the whole keeper debate situation, but I get why I understand people want Raya, because, Raya obviously the better goalkeeper. He's number one, and, you're more safer when Raya's in goal. So I don't blame any Arsenal fan for saying David Raya needs to be starting the final. But for me, it's like, when you've had a keeper that's been part of this journey, that's got you all the way to the final. Kepa obviously was in goal for the penalty shootout. Remember we played Palace 3 months ago? The penalty shootout we won. We got through to the semis when we obviously played Chelsea and that. Kepa, he did that last minute save against Palace in the penalty shootout at the Emirates. So it's like, Kepa's been part of the journey this season to get us to this Carabao Cup final. So it's like, he does deserve to literally play a part in this final. He has to be involved, I think, personally. But it's like, I'm not going to be mad if David Raya starts. I understand why. But it's like, I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if Kepa is in goal for Sunday. But listen, the lineup that we could expect to see on Sunday. Now, for me, right, yeah, going into this game on Sunday, I do think, yeah, it's going to be a sad time for some players, because it's a final, and I do think most of our senior players, most of our first team players, the likes of Gabriel, Saka's, the Rices, the Zubimendi, I do have a feeling they're going to play. Some of them are going to start, but I do feel like it'll be a mixed round. I think Ben White will be at right back. So the lineup that I think Arteta could potentially go with. So I think the goalkeeper will be Kepa. I think Ben White starts at right back, because we don't know how fully fit Timber is, and they might be. Remember, it's not a definite, but Timber and Odegaard could both potentially be back for Sunday. So it's not a definite, it might be. But I do think Ben White starts at right back, and I think Kepa will be in goal. The back two for me, I think it might be mixed around, because I think Arteta's gonna probably maybe want to go with maybe Mosquera to play. But I have a feeling, guys, he's gonna play Saliba and Gabriel. But like, I have a feeling that he's gonna play. But in my heart, like in my head, sorry, it's telling me in my head, yeah. I just have a weird feeling, guys, to be fair, that he might go with Saliba, Mosquera, or maybe Gabriel Mosquera, one of them two. But I'm gonna say Saliba and Gabriel will start. Left back, I think Hincapié is going to play. I think he keeps his place. I think he'll definitely start. The midfield is going to be interesting. Now, Havertz, he's probably going to want to have a play. But I have a feeling, guys, I think the midfield three might be strong, I think Arteta might go with a strong midfield three. I think Eze definitely plays. I think Eze is going to start. Will he go Rice and Zubimendi, though? Or will he switch it around? Will Norgard start the final? Will he play? So I'm going to give you two options. I feel like the midfield three can either be Eze, Rice, Zubimendi, or it could potentially be Rice, Norgard, Eze. So those are the two options. Eze, Rice, Zubimendi, or it'll be Eze, Norgard, Rice. I think those are the two options I think Arteta is going to go with, guys. Now, for the front three I personally think Bukayo Saka starts because it's the final. I know he hasn't really been, I don't think he's been good this season. He's had up and down, but I don't think he's been at his best season. I do think that hamstring injury that he got last season has affected him. And I've said that I feel like Arteta has run him into the ground. I feel like he's been overplayed over the last few seasons now. And I get where Arsenal fans are coming from, that Bukayo Saka's this. That I don't think he's washed. I feel like he's been run into the ground by this manager. That's what it is. But I think Bukayo Saka's starting on Sunday, guys. I think he potentially starts. I think Gyökeres is going to play for me. And on the left, I've been thinking about it. If it was me, I would start Trossard, personally, because I don't think Martinelli, to be fair, has been good in the cup games. I would start Trossard, but I think Martinelli is going to start, guys, because it's the Carabao Cup. I think Martinelli starts on the left. So I do have a feeling the front three could be Saka, Gyökeres, Martinelli. And then, yeah. So that's kind of the team that we could potentially see on Sunday, whether it is. But listen, my score prediction for this game now. I'm going for a 2-1 Arsenal win. I'm backing us to win. Now, people might call me crazy. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, and I said this the other day on my live show. I wouldn't be surprised if potentially this game did go extra time and go to penalties, because this game I feel that's going to be a tie game, and I feel like both teams, they're definitely going to be up for it. City will be up for it. Arsenal will definitely be up for it. But what we need to do is just make sure we're on it from the get-go. As soon as that first whistle goes, this team needs to be on it, straight in at these man. We cannot give Man City any, respect or not. And I want to go see this team go straight on these man, because these man just honestly just can't stand City. We need to just go at them straight away. From the first whistle to the 90th minute, all in. That's all I want to see. But yeah, I'm going for a 2-1 Arsenal win, guys. But you guys let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts and feelings ahead of this game. On Sunday, guys, it's a massive game for Arsenal Football Club. Like I said, our first cup final in 6 years. It's our chance to win our first trophy in 6 years and a chance to end our trophy drought. Will Arsenal win the Carabao Cup on Sunday? We have to wait and see. But I'm backing us 2-1 Arsenal. And yeah, I think it's going to be a very good game. And I'm looking forward to the game, man. But people, hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, TyrellgunnerTV, all 3 socials. And make sure you guys subscribe to the second channel, Only Gunners TV. And make sure you guys go follow Only Gunners TV on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Only Gunners TV, all 3 socials, man. But people, hit the like button, subscribe. That's the preview there wrapped up. Like I said, let me know in the comment section down below your score predictions ahead of the final, how you're feeling ahead of the final. Let me know all your thoughts and feelings, guys. But listen, people, hit the like button, subscribe. We're out, people. Love, take care. Up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.